Hello and welcome, my name is Doomlight and today I play for Horizon Zero Dawn. So we're going to be continuing with the main story in this episode, but for those of you who have seen the previous video, the Resident Evil 2 remake video, or seen my Twitter post, you probably know what I'm about to say. That's I've already actually done this this main quest and recorded it. However, there was no audio, the audio didn't record, so I'm having to redo this quest now. So I'm going to be sort of not like missing anything, but I'll be like powering through it because I know where to go, where to find all the audio logs.
Going to keep me alert.
So yeah, you haven't missed much. I fought like a bunch of machines to get up to the Gaia Prime ruins, and there was like a Stormbird to fight before getting to this place here. But nothing else really important that you've missed. Don't worry, I'm not gonna like skip ahead of any like data points or anything. We'll be seeing all of it in here, but I might just be like sprinting through the exploration bit. So here we are, Gaia Prime. All like destroyed.
Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Yeah, we'll see shortly. So I have completed this quest all the way up to the end, and you do get the last power cell in here as well. I know where to get that.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
So yeah, I also at the end of the recording that you won't see, I did also pick up the armor that's in that the bunker. So I'll be seeing it at the end of this episode as well. I'll be sure to keep that in, because it's quite I've not actually tried it out yet in like a battle, but it seems like it's going to be pretty impressive. Definitely like the best armor by far. Bunker discovered, Gaia Prime.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
No.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
Yeah.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen.
It's Monday,
the crater burned for
explosion.
weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
Yeah, perfect protection.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed.
Yep.
I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
This was something I mentioned as well. I was surprised that he wasn't here in person when I first got up here.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
No pressure, Silence. No pressure at all.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr.
Cool.
Stern.
Yes, like I said, I'll be sprinting through a lot of this because I know where to find all the bits. So, get the loot in here. And it's our first data point entry, and thankfully these are all audio log entries.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Oh, trans.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else.
True.
Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
So something I said in the first recording, you're going to hear me say this a lot by the way, so it's that what I said in the first recording was, not salty at all by the way, was that would suck being that last person left in one of these like bunkers or stuff all by yourself, just waiting out the rest of your time, especially if you're much younger like Margot was.
Mind your footing.
Thanks, Silence. I don't know if I wanted to do that. Ooh, okay, well that works. Right, so secrets around here. The power cell is just down here though. And I made a good observation that the distal mushroom came through again in this area. Because you see that up there? That little thing up there? That's a medicinal mushroom. And thanks to that guy, I found the last power cell. Up here. Ooh, here we go. Then jump across. Yeah, I was like, oh look, medicinal mushroom. And then, oh, what's this in here? Was it another audio log? Nope, it's only the last flipping power cell.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Nice. I'm telling you, man, medicinal mushroom, Aloy's best ally in this game. No question. No other ally compares. You know, it's like you get hurt, he heals you right up, guides you to items that lead you to the most powerful armor in the game.
That's my way across.
You just can't beat medicinal mushroom. Also, I don't like this drop. That's way too sketch for me.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
Yeah, shut up, Silence. It was more of an internal monologue. Or self-reassurance, I guess.
Glad that's over.
So originally I was going to actually edit all this stuff out and just leave in all the lore bits. But I don't know, it didn't feel right doing that. Like the rest of the playthrough's been me when it comes to like exploring these places, leaving the like navigation stuff in. So it just felt wrong to leave this one of the last bits out and like have it just like edited down super hard.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Yeah. Should be our next one in here. This is Margot again, yep.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders and lottery winners and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific, and none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp for the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Yeah, sad to think about. It's like, after everything they do to like make Gaia, like Zero Dawn work, they're just living out, like she says, they're like last little like civilizations that are just doomed to end no matter what they do. And unfortunately we know that Gaia does get lonely. She misses Elizabeth. That's nothing down there.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Paik I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given the chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Poor Charles. Right, I'm just going to quickly check to make sure actually everything is recording alright. 1 second. Okay, it's all good. I was just making sure. We didn't have to record this for a third time. That would suck. Right. Here we go. There's nothing along the way. What I remember. Nope. Nope, nothing down there.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Yeah, so something I noticed was if you look in the notebook data points, there's 4 of them, and they're all damaged, corrupt. If you go into, they're just like file damaged, under repair. And when I beat this quest and I left to get the armor, one of them did actually become a new file here, which was like her first journal. So we'll read that as well. afterwards. And I'm assuming we'll get the rest of them opened up over time. Oh, no, that's a roll, Aloy. I want you to jump. Oh, here we go.
What is this?
It's a shrine, Aloy. So there's two particular moments that I want to, because I've still got the footage from the first playthrough, that I'm going to, even though there's no audio, I'm going to stick them in after I react to the moments here, just because I want you to sort of see my initial reaction. I feel like that's only fair. Obviously you won't be able to hear anything I say, but you should be able to, you know, see my reaction to it and sort of tell what I'm feeling that way. And none of these data points open up until I actually see this, so let's do this.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside.
So whoever does it will
I'm
basically
now switching to a
sacrifice
recording
themselves.
of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Yeah, I already guessed it at this point.
Oh no.
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
God, the music.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Yes, all the audio logs appear now and Silence wants us to talk to him. So, assuming I remember, I'll put in the footage from my first reaction here now. Okay, there we go. That's the footage of when I first saw it again. Sorry there's no audio, but yeah, sucks. Right, let's see all these audio files here now. There's a few of them to listen to.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives.
I'm with the died for
No
it
one
one.
could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg... I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you.
Technically there is only one, I guess, but it's not the same one.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first.
Yeah.
But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
I can see the creepy side to it. It's got a very like Soma feel to it, like the horror game Soma made by the people who did Amnesia. So it reminds me of that a little bit. Oh, go. There you go.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Wow, real stand-up last thoughts to, you know, your old colleague there, Ted.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said, keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
Knowing what comes next. Oh god, nice slide. There's one more in here, and then we can talk to Silence. Just got to pry open a couple of doors. It's a good thing your spear hasn't broken all these doors you pried open. It's made it out of some very durable stuff. Alright, let's do this. Then...
Alright, let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein, may I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator, the patron saint of this crazy endeavor, Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
Poor Gaia, she's technically lost her mother. It's kind of scary that she has the ability to just hide those emotions away, though. It's good that she chose not to.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel.
Yep.
To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Yeah.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
She wants to see her, I guess, or if there's anything to find off her, I guess. Right, okay. Moving on. It's not much more to this, I think, now. I think there's only a few more audio bits to do. Oh no, here we go.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
Yeah, I had some bad thoughts in my mind going on about Ted Farrow at this point when I heard that first note. He doesn't like the idea of injecting like people with our knowledge for the the new people that are born. He doesn't like the idea of it.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Just don't fall off the edge, Aloy. But this is the one. This is the one that did it for me. This one here.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Yeah.
Continue.
I think at this point said, like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Aloy. I was like, oh no, what has Ted Farrow done? Oh boy. After this scene they're about to watch now, I'll show you my initial reaction to this one. This is the second scene I wanted to get my initial reaction to as well.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
Yep. This is all them. Sorry for looking over you, buddy. Oh, it's just gonna hurt a bit.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Kenton atmosphere.
And it was at this point I declared that I hate Ted Farrow. Hi, Silence. Before I talk to you, here's the initial reaction again from watching this scene. This one, I think, shows a little bit more of how I feel. So, here we go. Cool. Yep. Let's talk to Silence.
He killed them all.
Yeah, he did.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring.
Nope.
Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No.
Why did he have to kill them, though?
Not a void.
It's not like they could have done anything to fix at this point.
And scattered their ashes on the wind. It took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, Silence. Hope.
Yeah. Even though they didn't work exactly the way they intended to, it did work. Life has gone on.
The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Oh sure, no, like, small task, you know. Right, I think we're basically just leaving now. I don't think there's any other audio logs to get. I think this is just a creative goods. Yoink. Right, yeah, that's the way out. Oh god, Jesus.
Try not to fall to your
Finger
death.
slipped. Damn it, I almost died.
The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
Shut up, Silence.
Keep holding, keep holding.
That would still hurt you, I'm just saying. Also, this one's a bit finicky, this ledge. You have to be like in a very particular spot. Otherwise you can't get up. There it is. There's the spot. Oh, you want to get up there, Aloy? There we go. Right, and then this is just going back. Yeah, it's just going back now, I think, this one, to the workshop. Oh boy. Something else I mentioned as well after that scene is I hope that Ted Farrow got a very painful death. And he didn't just, like, get away with that. Because that is such a horrible, disgusting thing that he did.
Here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Aloy likes a good story.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes.
Yep.
Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
There it is.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
Yeah, sit back and relax,
It's a
everyone.
long story.
Yep, long story time.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, The device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead.
No, it was not quite dead indeed.
It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land,
the means of getting to it.
Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
It's a good thing you didn't find the Apollo
commanders of one anyway.
Learning facility.
I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Carja? How did they become involved?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helios was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it.
Yeah, we know you don't trust people.
I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late?
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention.
Yeah, I bet it did.
A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helios moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora Mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
You've done terrible things, Silence.
Yes, very terrible.
But you've also done what you could to undo them. I can't say you've balanced the scale, but at least you've tried.
To be clear, Aloy, I would do it all again.
And there it goes.
A few more safeguards, perhaps. But basically the same.
Really? So much for learning from mistakes.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it.
I like how his
Means of
lance looks, it's
injection.
good.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, it's fine.
Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
The love-hate relationship I have with you, Silence, it's so powerful. Right, so when I did this the first time round, I actually read these, or listened to these audio logs backwards. So listen to them the right way round this time.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known.
That
I'm
voice.
called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name? Hades.
That voice.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine.
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundam's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Yeah, give me something, you get something.
Merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it.
Both manipulating each other. Oh, there you go.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahabas. Behold,
Bahabas.
as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The
So
buried
metal.
shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
So manipulative.
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O Shadow of Prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow.
eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
Oh, he is just such a puppet. Also, look at how cool his Silence's lance looks, man. Or what I like about even more is that when you stick the thing on, it has this blue glow all down it. It's so cool looking. Look at that. Oof. I was also... Is this... Let me just check something. Oh no, I can't upgrade this. That's a shame, because I've had these upgrades for it for like since the beginning of the game. I cannot do anything with it, so just get this upgrade while I'm here. Right, okay, so one or a couple things left to do.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. With a spire.
Oh, drop down, Aloy. Thank you. Yeah, so a couple of things I've got to do. I've got to get down here first in order to fast travel, I believe. Yeah, there you go. So, I'm going to teleport to... There we go, this campfire here. And when I did this last time, I got one of Elizabeth's journals repaired. So I'll read that and then get the armour. There it is, damage file repaired. Let's go read that one. I believe this first one is before the alphas get collected. This is for that. So, just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship bridges on those cheesy old SF vids. Living space for alphas already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site, designing Zero Dawn project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge, plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crew's already set up my office/lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me as all-seeing presence. Ugh, opposite effect, makes me feel watched, on display. Tempted to paint it over. Harry's recorded his presentation yesterday, suitably bleak, scheduled to record mine Friday. Yeah, that's the one we saw in the Zero Dawn lab when he's talking about how it was all rumours and stuff that he spread himself. As soon as reception, lounge, holo theatres and first residence block at Zero Dawn site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson 27 already. Extraction teams prioritising Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be. Snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to Zero Dawn site. Harry's promised delivery of QB lattices by noon. Expect Mark 1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.6T grounding. From there I'll spin her up past 1.0T. Wonder how long it will take to break the 1.38T record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. Yes, that's for all the alphas are actually collected. Right, and let's see, where's my... Ah, there it is, over there. I think the climbing spot for this is just around the side here. Yeah, there it is, there's the climbing spot. Get this armour and then we'll call it there. Oh god. So yeah, this armour seems like it'll be like really powerful. But the one thing I don't like, or a couple of things I don't like about it, and it's only cosmetic, so it's whatever. The first one is there's this like glow that keeps pulsing through Aloy when she wears it, and I get it because it's like it's supposed to be a shield over her, but I don't know, it's a bit like too much. And the other thing is that whenever she walks now, she has this clank to her, which goes like, how do you sneak with all that clanking going on? That's not how sneaking works.
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism?
Yep, indeed there is.
Only 2 more.
I like this puzzle for this one though.
Just 1 more.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. The last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code.
Yep.
These numbers... they must be related to segments of a circle.
Yep. So it's all the different degrees of a circle. So 90 degrees, there we go. 270 is this way. 360 is the full scope, so that's up. This is another 90 degrees top of a full circle. And the last one was almost 2 full circles. There you go.
Did it. Let's have a... Alright. Now let's see what we can do with this material.
Here we go. Shield Weaver. There you go. It comes in box form for some reason. Doesn't just give you the armor, which is weird. So let's do that. Grab that. The Shield Weaver. You can't put any slots on it. And it's just the... well, I'll read the description. Ancient technology. Salvaged by Aloy and stitched to Nora leather. Projects a damage-absorbing force field. Takes time to recharge when depleted. So it, from the looks of it, it's kind of like Halo, like shields, basically. And it does still have that Nora look to it. It's just got all like old like tech stuff going on. But you'll see what I mean now by the glow. Yeah, look at that glow. It happens so often as well. Oh, it's so bright as well. And also, oh, like the clank. It's like she's wearing some old like medieval armour sort of clank going on there, like chain links and stuff. Oh, it's like a minor thing. It doesn't obviously compare to the fact that I've got like shields going on, but you know, still just little things there. But yeah, anyway, that's basically where I recorded up to in the original recording of this. So yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope my commentary wasn't too off or salty because of the having to re-record this episode. Hope it was alright and you enjoyed it. But yeah, if you did, why leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, why not slap the subscribe button. It's totally free and helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.